Is this take two?
Yeah.
So we just recorded our entire first episode, and the whole thing was pretty much what
My voice.
the mic was off the entire time. Talk about inexperienced people. And you better talk loud too, because I'm not doing this again with you.
First of all, I'm not a tech nerd, so of course there's going to be some difficulties.
Technical difficulty.
Difficulty.
Yeah. So, welcome to our show again, even though you didn't hear the first one. We're calling our podcast Culture Speaks. Can you tell them why we chose to call it that?
Well, again, no, I'm just playing. But I feel like like we from different cultures, different backgrounds.
Yeah.
Like opposite side of the world. I'm from.
Where are you from? You got to tell them where you're from.
I am from Ethiopia, which is on the other side of the world in Africa, like Horn of Africa.
And I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from Dominica. So, like Beyonce said, different parts of the world, but for some reason, our personalities and our culture and all that, somehow we still experience the same kind of crazy childhood, same low-key childhood traumas from our parents. Yeah, so we still had those same little experiences. And even today, when I talk to him about certain things that are happening back home, he's also like, yeah, this is happening too. Like Dominica, China Friendship Hospital. Anywho, not gonna get into that. Yeah, so we decided to call ourselves Culture Speaks, because we were inspired by, I feel like not really inspired by, but anything we talk about here, our culture is going to play like some little role into it, right?
Oh, God, all of them.
Our opinions are going to come from like who we are and stuff like that.
Actually, I remember one day I was taking a public speaking class. So all of my presentation has to do with like my culture, to the point where the teacher was like, yo, did you just move down here? But I've been here for a long time. So it's like, yo, no, I did not. But I am like, I'm very, very big on my culture. Everything I do, my culture, I involve my culture in it.
Because English, what they need to know is English isn't your first language.
Nope.
English is your second language.
My third, actually.
And sometimes when you wake up too fast in the morning, I think you forget that I don't speak your language. So you start talking to me real quick in your language. And I'm like, English over here, please.
Remember, I took a nap at you. Mm-hmm. I woke up and speak to you in Anuak and Amharic at the same time. So I woke up. Mm-hmm. I woke up. I seen you sitting down, and boom, I speak Anuak, and I realized, yo, she don't speak Anuak, and I jump into Amharic, and I realized, wait, she don't speak Amharic either.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey, this is Jasmine, the English only speaker here.
That is
English and a little Creole, a little patois, but let's so. When are we gonna be posting our episodes? It's every Friday, right?
Yeah, it's every Friday, so it's pre-recorded, so I have to edit it. It might not. Sometimes it might not be exactly.
We some real procrastinators over here.
Yeah, I try to post them every Friday at 5 p.m.
Every Friday at 5.
So I might be late a little bit, but it's definitely going to be Friday.
Get there with our thousands and thousands of listeners. So what we want to talk about today is kind of something a little personal to us, right? Mm-hmm. We want to move in together. But we weigh in the little pros and outcomes, the little advantages and disadvantages. And we talked about it in our first attempt at recording, so now we have to talk about it again. but maybe this time I can get a little more information. So I asked Beyond, what are some of the advantages of, or what are you looking forward to when we move in together?
Should I change my answer?
No, no, no.
Well, I'm not big. I am gonna say I'm not dirty, but I'm not big on cleaning either. So
Meanwhile, I am a clean freak. I like organization. And our good friend over here, Beyond, is the opposite of me. So he's saying that, what are you saying when we move in together? I'm doing all the cleaning? What?
you help me with that because I'm not big on cleaning.
So so you're looking forward to having your own personal maid on call, on your beck and call. You throw down your towel on the floor, she just scoop it up, hang it on the rack.
My underwear.
But please. I will not be cleaning after
when I clean,
a grown man.
I'm good, but it's like I said, I'm not dirty.
You messy.
I'm not messy either.
You messy.
I'm not messy.
You messy.
I clean. You see it sometimes when you come in my room.
If you gotta say multiple times that you're not dirty, I will let the listeners determine if you are dirty or not. But I just want to put out there, if you gotta say multiple times, I am not dirty. Do the math.
No, first of all, I'm not. But
one thing I'm looking forward to is spending more time with you. I know we spend 5 out of 7 days a week together, but I don't know. I want to see you in my eyes at all times.
Again.
I want to know where you at. I want to see you. See me, see you. Yeah.
Yeah, we need 2 bedrooms then. That's exactly.
So what?
We need 2 bedrooms.
2 bedrooms?
Mm-hmm. I put my everything, my gaming set over there, and then when I need time to myself,
And when I need time, why do you get a room when you need time and I
go to the bedroom and sleep?
The shared space bedroom?
When you need time, I'm gonna be
in your gaming happy place room, and when I need time, I go to our shared room.
You go.
No, that's not happening.
When you need time, I'm gonna leave, and then
excuse me, listeners. I can tell you no, that's not gonna happen. First of all, moving is expensive. A 2-bedroom in today's world, we need to crunch these numbers and see. If you're trying to eat noodles all day, every day, then okay, we can do a 2-bedroom.
God, you see me on some.
We're gonna have to eat some noodles up in here to afford a 2-bedroom. A 2-bedroom in Dallas? Woo! I don't know.
Yeah, 3-bedroom and get a roommate.
3-bedroom roommate.
Yeah,
roommates are something else. But yeah, I'm looking forward to spending time with you. What else am I looking forward to? I like when you sleep next to me. So having someone who always sleep next to you, that's good, because I feel like when you sleep next to me, I feel less anxious. Spending time with you kind of masks my anxiety. I feel like I feel less anxious when you're near me. So I need you with me, period. I need you with me 24/7. 24/7. And if you need to go somewhere, we'll talk about it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
If I need to go somewhere, I'm gonna go somewhere.
I don't know about that. That's to be discussed.
Yeah, right.
But go ahead.
I mean, I lost my train of thought.
Okay. So what is something else that you're looking forward to besides having your personal slave? Besides having your personal slave.
Personal slave. I didn't. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
What else are you looking forward to?
I said, well, it's just like you said, spend time together. Not too much time, but spend time together.
Okay, so let's talk about my main issue that I've been having with us, or pretty much our main debate, which was, I feel like I need to have a ring on my finger before we move in. And that's pretty much just coming from like seeing people well, I don't know. TikTok shows me, maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe TikTok's trying to send me a sign. But I see a lot of couples, they move in together, then they break up, but the lease isn't over, so they have to stay there until the lease is done, and the guy might try and bring a girl over and all that. And I'm just like, I personally would prefer to have something more stable, something more secure, even though I'm not saying like our relationship isn't secure, but just making sure that, hey, this is a symbol of us gonna spend the rest of our lives together. There's not gonna be no breakup. There's not gonna be no whatever. So I feel like a ring would be not really a symbol, but like showing me like this is it, like me and you against the world. So I feel like ring before you move in. Ring before you move in.
Yeah,
I feel like
good.
that's my slogan for the next couple months. Ring before I move in.
I mean, that's good, but I'm not about to sit here and discuss when I am gonna propose.
But I'm not listening. You can tell them when you're gonna propose, and I just close my eyes and ears.
You just act like you don't hear it.
I won't hear. I swear. Memory loss. I suffer from short-term memory loss. So just let them know. Just let them know what month. I don't even. It's that way. Just tell them what month.
Yo, if y'all want to know that, you're gonna have to DM me for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna send some spies to DM you. Like, oh yeah, I was listening to the podcast. You know, when did you say? I'm gonna send Tress in your DMs.
The next thing I know, no name.
Anonymous 767 is saying, when will you propose to Jazz?
I just heard your podcast.
On the next episode of this podcast, I should have a ring.
Mm-hmm. And that's like what, next week? Friday?
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, yes. Yeah. So let's talk about the downside though to moving in together. Oof. Don't be acting like it's a lot of downsides. Let me go first. No, you go first. Or you want me?
I don't see a downside of it, if you want to be honest. I guess I mean it's not a downside. It's like, I guess it's more of like some stuff that I have to sacrifice for moving in. Less time to myself, less space to myself. That's really about it.
Okay.
More bills.
Facts.
Yeah. I guess that's about it.
Oh, you know what? Before I say my disadvantage, let me add on to my advantage. One of the advantages of moving in with your mans is less financial responsibility, because best believe, baby, my man is gonna cover that rent. Ain't no 50-50. We not roommates.
Hey, we Americans, bro.
Ain't no 50-50 over here. You're gonna pay that rent, and I'm gonna live my life to the fullest.
We're in the United States now. We do 50-50 out here.
I don't do 50-50. I'm not your roommate. If you know the roommate, what did I say? Go to, what is it, roommatefinder.com, or go to Facebook Marketplace and go find a roommate there.
That's our next business.
I feel like our next business, we're going to open a website called roommatefinder.com.
Yeah. If you want a roommate out here, bro.
But don't take our idea. We got lawyers.
We got you, yeah. I'm ready to sue.
We copyright that shit. Okay, so no, me sharing my disadvantage to moving in. Damn, what would be a disadvantage? I just honestly, I've always enjoyed you being at my current apartment, and I don't like when you leave to go to your stupid house. So disadvantage of you being there, I would say, since you're messy, I would have to, I guess I'll be cleaning a little bit more, even though I'm not going to be the only one cleaning. I guess I would just be tidying up more than usual, because when I'm by myself, it's easier to pick up my own stuff. So I guess that would be the disadvantage.
Yeah.
For me.
But not to cut you off. People, this girl right here.
You lying.
She get mad that I'm going to my house. So sometimes I be thinking like, yo, you do know
He's been
I got a
at
house.
my apartment for 2 weeks straight, and then one day he wants to go home. I'm like, you got a girl over there? You got somebody at your house? You want to go to your house?
I was like, yo,
No, but it's just what you got going on over there. You don't need to be over there in that toxic environment. Be with me.
like, ain't
Stay
nobody
with
even.
me. Stay with me. No, but it's like, why you want to go home? You don't need to go home.
No, that's
Home is where your girlfriend is.
because a lot of people thought I live.
A lot of people already thought we live together, huh?
I live at I'm not to say the apartment name, but
Hey, my apartment is good.
no, I mean I'm just saying because last time there was I don't know I mean I'm not gonna say their names. I was dropping off somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, where do you live exactly? Because I don't know the person. The person know the person I drop off, and then they came with the person I was gonna drop off.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, yo, drop me off and drop this person off to their apartment and stuff. So I was like, yeah, okay, no problem. And I dropped the person I know off first, and then now the person I don't know in the back of my car. So I'm like, so where am I supposed to be dropping you off right now?
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, oh, right there next to your apartment, you know. So I'm confused, like next to my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So and I realized because they say
live together.
Yeah, they say, oh, next to your apartment over there at whatever the apartment name.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I got you. But
that was a whole confusing story you just gave there. I feel like somebody listening to this is gonna be like, wait, what? So let me translate what he just said. So what he's saying is he was dropping some people home, and the person in the back seat thought he lived in the apartment complex that I live. See, that's how you give a nice, easy, simple story. Hey, it's our first episode of this podcast, so we'll work on his storytelling skills. Okay.
If I make it simple, it would be fun. If I make it simple, it would be fun.
Yeah, but no, they confused like this one going where and that one going where. And that. Yeah, so again, most people think we already live together, but no, we just spend a lot of time together. And yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that, and nobody will ever change my mind. Your person is your person, and I think once you meet the right person, it's like, damn, there's never enough time to be together. And I've seen some relationships where they go do their own thing, and eventually they meet only on weekends. They live like less than 10 minutes away, and then they only meet on weekends, and that works for them. So every relationship is different. What works for you? If seeing your partner only once a week, twice a week works for you, that's fine. But this girl over here, she needs to see you 24/7. Okay? And that will never change. 24/7. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Yeah, so I think he's gonna take it, guys. Yeah, so that brings me to the next topic, which is too much time. Do you feel like there's just do you feel like you can be with somebody just way too much? Like it's just we spend too much time? Do you feel like we spend too much time? Be honest.
Not really.
Not that I'm holding anything to your neck or anything. Mm-hmm. Be honest though.
I mean, again, when you say too much time, that's not really because it's not like I don't have anything going on. I go to work. You know, when I go to work, I'm not with you. When I like everything I do. It's not like we're doing everything together all the time. You go to work, I go to work. You know.
Okay.
I mean, we spend about enough time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Too much time to it.
So me personally, I feel like when you truly want to be with somebody, there's never, oh my gosh, we're spending too much time together. Because you enjoy that person presence. I feel like your person should be your best friend. You should be wanting to do not everything, because I can understand having that, making your own personal time for yourself, but if I'm gonna go do something fun, I want my person to share that experience with me. So if there's let's just say for example there's a Caribbean party coming up, you know, immediately when I see that flyer, I'm gonna share it with him because I'm like, yeah, I want you to be there with me. It's gonna be fun. Let's go have fun together. Not, oh, you could go, I'ma stay. Because if he were to really be the kind of person that's like, oh, you go, I'ma stay, then I'm gonna be feeling like, man, why you don't want to come? Like, because I feel like I'll have an even better time with my person there. Whereas I've seen relationships that are like, oh, I prefer to go to the party on my own and then I'm gonna come back home and meet you and we can do something or whatever. But that's not me. I've always expressed that's not me. I've always been like upfront and just be like, yo, quality time is one of my love languages. Like, let's spend time together. I'm gonna create activities where we spend time together. No, if I'm going out to brunch with my girls, I'm not gonna be that girl that shows up with somebody there. So I'm not gonna be that one. And if he has something going on with his guys, I'm not gonna be like, um, you know what? It's just a guy thing. Oh, but I can still come. I'm not gonna be that. Put him in a position where he's the one person bringing his girlfriend along. So that's personally just me. But I have some friends who are just like, sometimes they create activities to purposely leave out their partner. And I'm just like, what do you think?
Well, I say that's not really that's not a good sign, eh? For a
To
relationship.
like create an event where you make sure it's just like
Just
you and whoever you want to be there.
yeah.
And then be like, tell your girl, oh, it's just me and my friends, or it's just me and boys, or I'm not saying your only friends will be boys, but it's just me and this group. But I will eventually plan something with you. I don't like that. That's never been my kind of vibe. And then also, I feel like you have a lot of time to yourself. Like you say, when you go to work, when I go to work, and then we can come back and be together. Or when you go out every Thursday, right?
I have like a day where just me. That's the Thursday. I go out with my boys. I've been going out with my boys since what? Since high school. Every Thursday. I mean, before we even was illegal to drink. We just got. Obviously, we don't drink, but back then. But now we are grown, so we drink and all that. So it's like that been my tradition for like a long time. We go out every Thursday, and now that's not gonna change. And I guess, and I'm pretty sure you understand because before we even when we just started dating, I told you,
Yeah, but what happens when you move out of town? Are you gonna make new friends? And
Thursday,
uh-huh.
I mean, it's not gonna be.
Because I would hate to think when you're 45 and we have like 3 kids,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, babe, it's Thursday. You go take care of these kids. I'm gonna go out with my boys and have a good time. Because I don't have a day that I'm just like, oh, it's girls. Not saying I can't have a day, but it's not my vibe to. I never want to be. I never want to. How do you say this? I never want to have a day where I'm drinking all the time or have a set day where I have to drink. But I feel like Beyond goes out every Thursday, and maybe on our next episode or few episodes later, we'll talk about that every Thursday thing, because low key, it don't sit right with me. Some about every Thursday, but we're not gonna get into that because that would take about 10 years to finish that topic right there. We've it definitely took some time getting used to him going out every Thursday, but to be continued, eh? Definitely to be continued.
It's not about drinking. It's about
It is about drinking. Be real. You meet at a bar. You're not meeting at a bar to reminisce of the high school past. You're meeting at a bar and then you're bar hopping. Be real. Be real.
Now,
Be real.
now the first bar.
Anyways, no, we're not gonna get into every Thursdays. We're gonna save that. Save that thought. Save that thought. We'll come back to that later down. But I know the girls got my back. Who wants their man going out every Thursday? I'm gonna just leave y'all with that. So overall, there's never too much time for me because I feel like we have different things that we do to occupy ourselves. And if we do need that extra time, he goes to his house or he goes out with his friends or he goes to work and I do whatever I feel like doing. I have no consistent schedule. Whatever comes up, comes up. And yeah, so
trust me, we could be in the apartment together. Sometimes I'll be on a game playing, not even pay attention to her. So it's like, even though we there together, I'm doing my own thing, she doing her own thing.
Yeah.
So it's not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what?
So let's just end our first episode there. Or do you have anything to say?
Not really.
Okay, so all right, guys. So in the meantime, our next episode will come out next Friday at
5 p.m.
At 5 p.m. So follow us on our Instagram that we're gonna make. Once we stop procrastinating, we will make it. It'll be culture_speaks if we can get that name. So we have our Instagram coming and we will talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.